Hey, it's Tommy again. We're discussing thin clients and thick clients this week, the differences between them, and some examples of kind of server architectures that use one or the other. Um, so with a thick client setup, you have basically each computer is its own, does all the processing power is there on the computer side, or most of it at least. They're all connected probably to the same server to share, to create the network, maybe to share database, share other resources, share information, but the processing, the computing power is all done on the computer side. The difference being a thin client, you have the servers really where all the power is, all the processing is done. The thin clients themselves are usually a lot smaller units, usually a lot cheaper to build the infrastructure, and they're really just an access point. They're running usually virtual desktops, so it's not even really its own operating system kind of thing. Everything's run there on the server. What you really need to have though is a really powerful, kind of more beefy server system to support those thin clients that are set up everywhere. Talking about the different experiences with them or different examples of one. My personal experience I could talk about is when I worked at a car dealership for a number of years here in South Carolina, and the computer system they were using was a thin client setup. So there were lots of thin clients spread out actually between two buildings, two different dealerships owned by the same family, and all the salespeople and most of the staff used thin clients as their computers. The problem that we had there was that it wasn't a really powerful server. It didn't have a lot of processing power to run all those virtual desktops and do the things we wanted to be able to do. And I mean, it wasn't really anything complicated. We wanted to be able to go to websites, to show product to our customers, to do our own training videos. It was terrible trying to support, just trying to stream any videos. It really didn't have the power to do that. It slowed everything down. And when new training stuff came out, usually all the salespeople wanted to knock it out early, first thing in the morning, and it didn't have the ability to really support even 8 or 10 salespeople trying to do those things all at once. So you really had to stagger out the day or the week to get training done for people. It was just a mess because these thin clients just didn't, have the support from the server to be able to do it. I love the idea of a thin client system. I think it, like I said, it saves money. It can help you run virtual desktops. I love that idea. I do it for my work now. The server system that I run, we use virtual desktops, and it's fantastic because we have a really beefy server to be able to support them all. But if you don't have that support, if you don't have the strength of your server, and you need to be able to do, a lot of web, a lot of resource intensive stuff, then a server, a thin client system is probably not the best setup for you.